1 year ago today, Star Wars Battlefront 2 support was cut by EA. Many fans still had high hopes for the game, and some were very surprised that the game came to such an unceremonious end. Many fans were still hoping for characters like Ahsoka, Jango Fett, Mace Windu, Cad Bane, Padme, and more to come to the Battlefront, but never saw the light of day. Of course, there were other things that players wanted, like Coruscant, Darth Maul skins, new reinforcements, and of course just so much more that never finally made it into the game. Today we're going to be taking a look at the final update for Star Wars Battlefront 2, what followed, what's happened since then, and what the future of EA's Battlefront franchise looks like at the moment. April 28th, 2020 was the day that we learned that Battlefront 2 support had been cut. They were releasing the Scarif update on April 29th, 2020, and they announced this with a launch video from Dennis Brandval, tweets, and an article from the official website. Scarif was introduced into the game, and they completed the Age of Rebellion by bringing all of the maps from the original trilogy into instant action, supremacy, and co-op. Scarif and Crate also both joined Heroes vs. Villains, as well as the MC-85 Star Cruiser and the First Order Star Destroyer. Additionally, Rey skins, Kylo Ren skins, Emperor Palpatine getting a skin, and finally a Darth Maul skin were all being added in this update as well. Dennis Brandval, as well as some other well-respected people that worked on the game, all resigned from the team or moved on to a different project like Battlefield 6 or just went to a completely different company in general. This completely crushed most people's dream of a Star Wars Battlefront 3. The entire main team was gone. Dennis Brandval, Harvey Newman, and Ben Walk all just moved on from the game. This caused an uproar from the fans. Many people campaigned and petitioned to get Star Wars Battlefront 2 revived or get a Star Wars Battlefront 3 in the works. One of these prime examples would be there was a Twitter account that would reply to every EA Star Wars tweet and every developer and everyone that worked on the game to save Battlefront 2 or to get a Battlefront 3 in the works and spammed a petition.
I don't think this petition is going to do much in the long term, but it is nice to see that the community is banding together and is able to do something like this.
First of all, I want to be honest and say that petitions tend to do nothing. They don't really matter a lot, they tend to never actually cause any change, so I think petitions are mostly kind of useless.
The Save Battlefront 2 petition is actually approaching 100,000 signatures.
This actually gained quite a bit of traction, but it was not enough to get a Star Wars Battlefront 3, as far as we know right now. The petition got hundreds of thousands of signatures, even I signed it back in the day, in hopes of seeing a Battlefront 3 return one day. But ultimately, it meant nothing to EA. The game wasn't making any money for them, because after the loot box controversy, they removed all methods of monetization. If you bought the Celebration edition of the game, you were no longer able to even use crystals anymore, which was the way you bought currency and skins in the game. Fans and developers cherished the moments that they shared together with this game, such as the environmental clutter incident, the launch of the game and its redemption, the meetups between the developers and YouTubers, and so many more memories. But what if I told you that was not the end of Star Wars Battlefront 2? The petition carried on for months. Once it did die down, though, it really did die. I have not seen a single person mention this petition ever since the game was cancelled. But the effort and soul behind that petition is still there within the community. People have given up on Battlefront 2 being revived, but the future of a Battlefront 3 and current state of Battlefront 2 was something that fans would hope to see improvements upon. Star Wars Battlefront 2 has recently been kept alive by the modders. The modders have been doing a great job of keeping the community engaged with the game and providing amazing content. Unfortunately, this is only for a small portion of the Battlefront 2 player base. Many play on consoles and do not have access to these mods, but the PC players who can install these mods have been playing Battlefront 2 just as much as they have been when the game came out. Battlefront 2's numbers soared after the final update. The game had never seen growth like that before, and even EA recognized this. On January 25th, EA Star Wars tweeted, "More than 19 million players got Star Wars Battlefront 2 from the Epic Games Store promo. Thank you so much for the continued support even after our final content drop. We'll watch your careers with great interest. May the Force be with you, troopers." Since then, there's been little to nothing new to talk about for Star Wars Battlefront 2, but the future of Star Wars Battlefront games by EA, specifically Battlefront 3, does seem to have a brighter future than we first anticipated. As time goes on, a Star Wars Battlefront 3 announcement does seem more and more likely. Soon we'll be getting a Battlefield 6 announcement, and there have been several leaks about Battlefront 3 as of late. This game seems like it will be crazy, and I'm very excited for an official announcement if we get one. E3 is coming up very soon, as well as May 4th. These are just around the corner. E3 2021 will begin on Saturday, June 12th, and end on Tuesday, June 15th. So between that time period, we can expect something. If we don't get anything, it's fine, because they're still working on the Battlefield 6 game, which we're going to get an announcement for soon, or a trailer of some sort. But all in due time, we'll figure out if this leak is true or not. Over time, Battlefront 2 has been such a sentimental game to me. It's one of the first games I can remember really following with a passion, and a game I played throughout its entire lifespan, even when it was dead in 2018. I was not super optimistic on the future of Battlefront 3 until very recently, and I'm very glad that there seems to be some hope for a Star Wars Battlefront 3 in the future. Let me know what you think about a Star Wars Battlefront 3 in the comments section down below, and if you enjoyed this style of video. If this does well, I'd be interested in doing more types of documentary-ish videos, even though this was kind of a short video. So drop a like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.